on my way up to get my daughter. She went to, I dropped her off yesterday evening at a friend's house. She does have, a couple friends from that restaurant she worked at. And she said, yeah, they make me laugh. They're easygoing and they make me laugh. So they get together, try to get together once a week. I'm on my way to pick her up. The reason I even mentioned it's all the way up in the city, like deep. I hate going up in this hellhole, but it's not bad. It's pretty much a straight shot. Thankfully, I just stay on the highways. But I jump on 495 right there, the beltway around DC. But anyway, so I was just sitting here thinking how this healing is like bringing so much clarity, and I'm able to, I feel like I'm recovering pieces of myself that were hijacked, like whether it be memory or emotions or thoughts or, whatever. But yeah, I feel like I'm taking my life back, and it's wild. Like, I really don't understand, why my wealthy side of the family, when I moved in with them, why they did not get me help, professional help, some kind of therapy, something. And I just don't understand that. And the only thing is that I see is it's purposeful. That's the only thing I can think, just people way, 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 way too busy with their bread and circuses, and life being all about them. And, again, that would be display, narcissistic behavior, in my family. The other thing I wanted to point out, though, is even 10 years ago when I went through this damn TBI, and I was going through the Veterans Administration healthcare, government healthcare system, and I went to go see a psychologist. The healthcare system's so bad, guys. Like, if you think that you're going to go to a healthcare provider and they're going to even be able to pull any of this shit out of you, like, I went there and this guy said, what do you want to talk about? I said, I don't know. What am I supposed to talk about? He said, oh, whatever you feel like talking about. I said, oh, okay. And I just started babbling. He fell asleep. I did like 2 sessions with him, and I was like, okay, there is absolutely no point in this. That's the expert care I've received. That's the expert care that your veterans receive. But your veterans are supposed to work harder. You know what I mean? They got to fix themselves. They got to work harder. They got to want it better. Unreal, man. Unreal. So, what I'm trying to say is, like, I'm getting this healing, like, more clarity than I've ever had in my life. Remembering things. I feel like I'm taking things back, like I said, that have been taken from me. Just by speaking my truth. Like, because this was never allowed. Ever. It was never, ever, 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 ever allowed. And I can hear my family. This is the thing, is when you got family like this, like, I can hear my family. Oh, we always said if you needed it. We always. I can hear them. It's pathetic. It's really sickening, guys. It's really sickening the way you people manipulate people, man. That's just sick. You all don't care. You don't care about people. You don't care. My grandma's a Buddhist. All she says, like, constantly is, life's too short to not be happy. 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 Man. I just happened to be there to get that money for my rent from my aunt and uncle when my uncle's father died. The old man that had the money, where the money originated. So it just, that's my luck. I just happened to be there that day. And I hadn't seen him in years, I think, So, but yeah, and at that time, I had been working under a master roofing troubleshooter. And, so they were like, well, what do you do for a living now? And I'm like, I've been working for a few years under a master roofing. A roofer? Oh my God, that's for the Mexicans. Why don't you let the Mexicans do that work? You know what I mean? So it's just like I remember when I lived with them for that short amount of time when I was a teenager. I remember just overhearing, because they would go to dinner with all kinds of people. You know what I mean? And I just hearing, yeah, well, you make a good politician. But the thing is that nobody could rein me in. They knew. Everybody knew. I was a loose cannon, man. I could not be controlled. So, yeah, my shots at fucking senator didn't last long. It was a thought as a teenager. But I guess what I'm trying to say, I guess the point of this is, so I'm doing this healing and I'm feeling and working through, and you guys see, I'm not asking any experts how to do this. I'm not asking anybody. You guys see exactly what I'm doing. I'm doing it day by day, exactly as it comes. I'm dealing with issues and people and things and memories as they come. My healing is like an onion, As I'm speaking this stuff, it moves as pain through my body. It moves as emotions out of my, face, my voice. So I'm getting rid of this stuff that's been buried. So it's like you guys are watching me go through my fucking closet that I haven't gone through in 30 years. But it's as easy as that, is what I'm saying with the healing. I mean, your healing is that easy. Make a YouTube page and put it on private. I believe if you put a YouTube page on private, nobody can fuck with it. You know what I mean? But all my videos are pre-recorded. I have my videos saved just in case. Because it's important to me that my kids have this. You know what I mean? Even though I think a couple of them might be following along now. So, but either way, if you make what I would suggest is with mine, some of the videos I have not even been able to go back and watch yet. It's the first 200 videos. Most of those I didn't watch any of them. I watched a handful, maybe a few of those. But these recently, I just went back and watched my Child Abuse 101 and 102 videos. And I took me so long to go back and watch them because there's so much emotions and things that are coming out of me and coming through me. It's crazy. It's nuts. It's like if healing had a speed button, I hit, warp speed on that motherfucker. So I'm moving through this extremely quickly. And I was just sitting here thinking fuck, man, I gotta work. I need some rest. I need to. So, I just gotta be careful. But yeah, I'm moving through mine super quick. You don't have to do it this quick, I guess. Do your own healing. You guys are looking at me doing mine in real time. I mean, you can. It's easy. And what I'm trying to say is, they've been telling you your whole life you need experts to fix yourself. You need experts. You need people who went to school for 12 years. You need people who go, well, tell me more. No, you do it to yourself. You go, hey, dick, bitch, whatever you refer to yourself as, if you're fucked up and you need to talk to yourself like that to get honest, then talk to yourself like that. and be honest and take an honest fucking assessment of yourself and work it out. You know, your healing comes as you need it. I mean, if you don't need it and you don't want it, it's not going to come. If you're distracted and wrapped up in all these other things, these distractions, all these bread and circuses, why would you want to heal? You know, that's why I'm saying I'm not feeling sorry for myself. I'm happy finally I'm at the point, you know, where I can actually heal and get some relief from all this pain. Even though it's painful healing, at least I know that I'm getting clarity. Like, the proof of my healing is my clarity, you know, right now. Because my physical pain just keeps on, I'm detoxing, I'm getting rid of shit. So yeah, guys, you don't need experts. You're the expert. You don't need someone to tell you, hey, if your buddy has the flu, you know, put on a muzzle. You don't need this shit. You don't need an expert, guys. You need your common sense. You need to listen to yourself, you know, and then speak truth. You know, if you do these things, say why you do them, for the reason you do them. Don't lie. Don't make up stories. Don't make up your own fabrication. Because that's what we're living in. We're living in a whole society of a bunch of people who made up lies and fabrications. So it's just lie upon lie, and it's unbelievable when you try to untangle it. Because you realize it's just a whole bunch of horse shit. You know? So yeah, your healing is free, and it's inside of you, and you can access it at any time, is all I'm trying to say. That's all I'm trying to say. And you aren't going to fuck up your healing.